Greetings, everyone. This is Arletta coming live and direct from Arletta Unleashed. What's up with y'all? I don't know if you have bought into the media frenzy of um, celebrating Michael Jackson, the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death. But it's like in Texas here, it's been a really big thing. It's like we have the local radio stations. We're playing Michael all weekend, starting today. Today is Friday, right? Yeah. Starting today. And they had a visual, not in Dallas, which many from other parts of the country and the world may have heard of, but from Fort Worth, Texas. A downtown Fort Worth, which is interesting. And I just got back from the Dallas Academy of Black Arts and Letters. Had this awesome show that they put on for young people, for kids, 10 to 18, where we put on a whole musical that was dedicated to Michael and him acknowledging the anniversary, the acknowledging anniversary. It was really good. Anniversary of his death. Anyways, but I'm like, okay, y'all doing a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Anyway, but it was fun. That was a nice program. And here, Michael, I do like Michael. You can't help but be a fan of Michael. I mean, it's kind of like hard to live and not like at least one of Michael's songs. But this has been interesting last couple of days. I don't know if anyone else, if it's been a rather intense couple of days, but there's been a lot of stuff that has happened in the last like 2 days for me. And the most interesting thing was this. I came up with a schedule. I hadn't done that in a little while because there are some definite things that I want to make sure I get done every day in a more systematic fashion. Sometimes I need schedules, sometimes I don't. Anyway, now I do prefer to. And so I've been going to bed earlier, and I've been waking up like 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock every morning. And not this morning, but the morning, yesterday morning, I was woke up, I was tossing and turning, having these really crazy, really vivid dreams. Y'all like this flower ring? It's not just hot, and it kind of goes with the flower in my hair too. Ooh. Anyway, and what came from that dream was the fact that up to this point, the things that inspire me the most and that get me the most excited, that really kind of just like light that spark and just, give me this zoom and this zest just to go and do some truly phenomenal shit, whatever it is, are things that I avoid encountering as much as possible. Because up to this point, if I did do that, what it would result in is it would be igniting this desire for more, or to have access to these resources and opportunities, um, or even skill sets I would have to develop and people I would have to meet and all this stuff that I would have to trust that I would be provided access to. And so it would be almost painful because it's almost like, say, you wanted to create this awesome show and you had watched this amazing show and you were totally inspired by this vision to do this, and then you didn't have access to the resources, the technology, the expertise, or whatever, in order to make this vision come true, and it just would result in frustration, so on and so forth. So that would be my experience in the past. I really didn't understand how I could create and just trust, and all things I need would show up and fall in place in the right time in the right fashion. And but now I do, and so it's kind of like, Arletta, you gotta totally immerse yourself in only things that keep you absolutely inspired. Because I decided that Spirit told me that my life was not exciting. And I like my life to be exciting. But, and I was thinking, okay, well, I needed to do more, which is true. I can do more. But if you aren't being exciting, if I'm myself not being exciting, then it's even more of a challenge. I could be going, participating in exciting events and still not be enjoying excitement. So I was like, okay, it's time for me to be exciting. Be being excited as opposed to doing exciting. And then the doing will become easier. So, um, now I had to do a little release and clean up around that. And it's time for me to totally immerse myself in all the things that totally inspire me. So I don't think I mentioned really on the blog, but yeah, I did. I'm developing, creating this my feature show. It's called well, the idea is, the concept is, I haven't finalized the title, but it's Naked Thoughts Striptease, where I bear mind, body, and soul. So it's kind of like a play on words. So naked thoughts are play on words. People gonna hear naked thought, and they think all kinds of things. But I think my poetry reflects naked thought and all the various aspects of which you can perceive a naked thought might be talking about. And so that's the whole idea with the striptease too. So I might remove some articles of clothing or accessories, but it'll be a tease. That I assure you. A good one. One of the best you've ever experienced, maybe. Anyway, so I've been, okay, so how am I going to create this amazing show? Because I'm always been totally fascinated about awesome performance. And I'm about creating fabulousness. If it's not fabulous, I don't want to do it or be associated with it. And that's the approach I take towards when I wake up in the morning and get dressed every day. When I'm doing any kind of design project, any kind of creative project, or anything, especially now, it has to be fabulous or fabulous of what I'm able to do to best my ability at the time, or I don't do it at all. So I'm excited, y'all. I was spending some time earlier today researching just some poetry performance. And I came across some amazing artists, and I have forgotten how fabulously amazing Saul Williams was. And I came across one of his poems that I absolutely love the way he did it. And actually, to be honest with you, most poetry performers I'm not that impressed with. I've never been like the big slam poet thing, even though I enjoy watching good slam poetry. But a lot of the delivery is like cliche, the sing song, that's not me. Some people do that well, other people do it cheesy. That's just not me. So you will never hear me deliver a poem like that, even if I was participating in a slam. But Saul, he do his own shit. He always has. And he's a slam poet, but his poetry is fucking amazing. His delivery. And he's also like a musician, an artist, and he puts in the music, and he just, yeah, he takes on another level. So he inspires me. And so if I'm working on figuring out some ideas of how I may want to approach a feature, some things I want to incorporate, he's definitely one of those ones that I would go to for suggestions. So anyway, so my point is this. Stop avoiding what inspires you. Stop avoiding what creates and ignites that desire and that passion and that interest. What makes you go and want to do these things that seem like they're impossible. And embrace that and just decide, fuck it. Whatever it takes, whatever I gotta do, if this is what I feel compelled to do, make it happen. Just make it happen. And that was my lesson for Spirit of Woken at 5 o'clock in the morning.